guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, but something that I've been planning to do for a long time, really wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to be telling you guys all about my filming setup, everything from my camera to my lights to any other accessories that I've used as I got my channel started. I definitely want to get this out because I know that a lot of people have a lot of downtime right now and might be considering starting up their channel. So I just wanted to make a really comprehensive video of all the equipment that I've been using over the last year, because I totaled up all of the necessities and the essentials for filming videos like mine ended up totaling less than $500. So I thought that this would be a great one, especially for those of you out there who are considering starting a channel or who maybe have just started and are looking to invest a little bit more into their channel. So don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let's jump into my filming setup. Okay, so for those of you who might be starting a channel from the bare bones, you might not be 100% sure if you're gonna stick with it. I would suggest honestly just filming with your phone to start. That's what I did personally before I started investing into my channel. I definitely wanted to make sure that it was a thing that I was passionate about before I started dropping a ton of money into equipment and stuff. So that is honestly my first suggestion, is to just start filming with your phone, get a few videos out there. Don't worry about the quality. People are gonna understand that you're gonna get better and better over time. What's important is that you just start and give it a shot. So if you are going that route, I would say if anything to supplement your phone, get like a ring light. You can get a really cheap like $30, $40 ring light off of Amazon. That's what I started with. I would show you mine, but it cracked a little while back, so I just threw it away when we moved. But my cell phone and a cheap ring light was what I started out with. Now, when I realized that I really truly loved making YouTube content and I was passionate about improving my videos and investing into my channel, that's when I decided to start investing into a full beginner kit, which is what I'm gonna show you today. So first off, starting with the biggest ticket item for me was my camera. Obviously, I'm recording on it, but luckily or unluckily for me, I actually dropped this camera and broke it. So the one that I am filming on right now is actually a refurbished one. This is the original, so I can actually show you guys it on camera. It doesn't turn on, it doesn't work, but you know, you can take a look at it. So this is the Sony CyberShot DSC-HX80. This is just a simple point and shoot camera. Now for me, the reason why I decided to start out with this was the price. I wasn't ready to like fully invest $500, $600, $700 into my camera just yet. As much as I knew that I loved YouTube, I still wanted to see if I would keep it up before I spent that kind of money. So I was looking for something that was affordable but still had pretty good quality. The other thing that I considered when I was looking into cameras was like the type of videos that I wanted to make. I knew I wanted to do a mix between more formal sit-down videos and vlogging. I love vlogging. Vlogging is honestly my favorite thing. So I wanted a camera that would allow me to do both. So after a good amount of research, I finally ended up on this one. I had seen the quality on this. It actually does have pretty good picture quality. You guys can see right now, it's not half bad at all. Definitely great for a camera that honestly costs like $300-ish brand new. And my big thing was to make sure that I had the flip up screen. This was super crucial for me when vlogging. I want to be able to see myself, and even right now I have it up because I want to be able to see that I'm in frame, I'm in focus, and that everything looks good. So that was the first seller on this camera for me. The next one was how light it is. It's super, super light. My arm doesn't get tired holding it, and it's just like a really convenient compact size. I also personally loved the sound quality on this. I just feel like from what I've seen, as far as built-in mics go, Sony just has better sound quality than most of the Canons that I tried out. And also too, the other big, huge selling factor for me for Sony over a similar Canon was the autofocus feature. Sony has a really, really wonderful autofocus, which is honestly so huge if you are not ready to yet invest in lenses and a bunch of add-on equipment to your camera. If you're looking to just get a camera that can kind of do it all at a budget, I feel like Sony's definitely gonna be the way to go. Another reason why I really love this camera too is because I can actually record for a pretty long time on here. A lot of cameras tend to time out at about the 20-ish minute mark. For this particular model, I can actually record up to about half an hour when I have it on the movie mode. Although a tip that I will tell you guys is I actually don't normally record on that movie mode. I actually record on the memory mode. I switched around some features on the memory setting to get it as sharp as I possibly can, which I have been loving lately. I did that about 2 months ago, and I really, really love the picture quality that I've been getting from this camera since then. The only drawback to filming in that memory mode is that it will time you out at about the 20-25 minute mark, so just be aware of that. that. Other than that, I also really love this camera for shooting Instagram pictures, especially on this memory setting. My pictures come out super crisp and clean with really good color. I really only have to bump up saturation just a little bit when it comes to pictures, but I will say for video, I do have the opposite problem with this camera. So this camera tends to pull dark in video mode, and also the colors aren't as true. I tend to do a lot of editing on the back end in iMovie, which was pretty time consuming in the beginning. Now I'm pretty quick at it. So if you look at it like a silver lining, if you get this camera, you're gonna learn how to color correct pretty well in iMovie if you go with this one. But for this camera, I did get it in an accessory pack. The camera and all the accessories that came in that bundle, which I'll link down below, ended up totaling about $350, which honestly is not bad, especially considering what you get in it. You get the camera, obviously, and then it comes with an external charger and an extra battery, which is key. I personally feel like anytime you're ordering a camera, try to get a bundle that has an extra battery, because extra batteries can be really expensive and they end up really coming in handy. The other crucial thing that I got in the bundle that I purchased was a 64GB memory card. Those can be expensive, so if you can swing it and get a bundle that includes a memory card, always opt for the bigger memory card in my opinion. And my bundle also came with this nifty little SD card holder. I have never lost an SD card in my year on YouTube, and I fully attribute it to this thing. It just keeps me organized. I put my SD cards right in here, and I always know where they are at all times. This pack also came with an SD card reader. This makes it super easy to transfer your files right onto your laptop if you don't have an SD card reader. I feel like a lot of newer models of laptops are coming out without the SD card reader, so getting something like this is definitely helpful. Now this camera does have wireless file transfer. I will say I really love it on my cell phone. It's super easy to use, but I really only use the wireless personally to transfer my images, just because video files are so large and take so long. I do personally prefer to transfer them by SD card directly. And then the kit also came with the tripod that you guys are currently on, so I can't show you, but I will insert a clip into this video. This tripod does have a maximum height of 50 inches, which is wonderful. I can angle it and get a pretty decent full body shot of myself, and it can also get really compact for if I just want to put it on a countertop or another higher surface. Other things that really come in handy in this pack is that it does come with some microfiber towels and also some wet lens wipes as well, which I just used right before this. So I feel like my lens is looking really good right now, which is great because I'm honestly terrible at cleaning it. Pretty bad. And then of course it comes with a little wall plug and cord in case you want to charge the camera directly, or you can definitely transfer files using this cord as well right onto your laptop. And finally, it also came with this very convenient camera bag. I actually love using this to transport all of my equipment whenever I'm traveling. I do love to vlog as I travel. I mean, you might as well get that content, right? So this just makes it really easy to pack everything in one spot and just know where everything is, know that everything is nice and super organized. Now, besides the camera and bundle that I purchased, the next most important and biggest purchase for me was my lights. Like I said, I did start out with a tiny ring light. It was great. It definitely did the job, especially when I was recording at night like I am right now. Surprise. But what I use now is two softbox lights. I decided to go with softbox lights over upgrading my ring light because A, at the time I already had a ring light, and B, I just liked how much softer softbox lights distributed the light, and I just feel like overall they light up the room a lot more. I will link the ones that I'm using below, but I believe they're like something like, let me look here. They're ESDDI, that's the brand, and they're just like regular photography softbox lights. They do get pretty hot, but I'm not like dying unless it's the summertime. So they're definitely pretty good, and they are probably, besides the camera, my favorite purchase that I've made for this channel by far. They just made such a difference. I remember the first time I used them, I was like blown away by how great the footage ended up looking. I actually ordered the lights and the camera at the same time, and I got the lights first, and even just filming on a phone, these lights made such a huge difference in the quality of the video. I will say though, if your channel is geared more towards makeup tutorials and makeup how-tos and stuff like that, I would go with the ring light just because it focuses light on you a little bit more narrowly so that you can really see the details of the makeup and everything that you're doing. But if you can only get one and you're not going to be doing makeup, or you plan to be doing a variety of content, I personally would say go with softbox lights first. And my lights are actually only 60 bucks. So this plus the camera bundle, which I believe are the two most crucial pieces to this beginner YouTube setup. If my math's correct, it's just around $400, which isn't bad at all. But if you do want to get into vlogging as well, there are a couple more items that I do suggest getting. First off is a handheld tripod, especially a flexible one, because then you can definitely manipulate the size. You can wrap it around something to secure your camera. I've just noticed I tend to get more steady footage whenever I have my camera mounted on this when I'm walking around versus when I'm just walking around holding the camera. So it really does help with the quality of your videos. The other advantage to also getting this tripod, in addition to the 50-inch that comes in the bundle, is that the 50-inch, I believe, the shortest it can go is about like a foot and a half, versus this one you can get even shorter. So if the big tripod is too tall, you can definitely switch to this one and manipulate the height a little bit better. And then I believe that this one does also come with a phone attachment. So if you want to film on your phone a little bit, you can definitely use this for that. Or if you'd like to go even smaller, there are smaller tripods. I have two small tripods. This one came in a little pack that was gifted to me. I really like it because it's like nice and lightweight, very easy to hold. And again, you can manipulate it and bend it. I also have a metal one that's about this height, and I'm so sorry I can't find it, but I will link it down below. That one's really wonderful because even though you can't manipulate the legs on that one is extendable and can end up going from about this tall to this tall, so that's a really nice feature of it. But I usually carry one mini tripod with me in my purse at all times. I do personally prefer the metal one. This is definitely a good backup one. My only issue with this one is that I think the weight of my camera is sometimes too much for it, so it feels a little bit wobbly. And then especially once I do upgrade my camera, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use this one as much. And then the other piece of equipment that I really suggest if you're gonna be vlogging, especially if you are gonna be travel vlogging, is a camera pouch. Now this is different than the camera bag. For this one, I actually like to try to clip this onto my bag or my backpack or whatever I'm traveling with, just so that it's gonna be easy to take my camera in and out, and I can make sure that it's nice and protected. I did run and get this after I broke this camera initially, because obviously it ended up being just good practice to always put my camera away in something padded when I'm not using it, so that it doesn't break and fall. Because guys, when a camera falls and breaks, it will seriously shatter your world. But I really like this one. This is from Lowepro, and I love it because there's actually a little extra room in here than just my camera, so I can usually fit the mini tripod in here. And also I love the little pouch on the front because I can keep extra SD cards and extra batteries in here. And speaking of extra SD cards, the other thing that I really highly suggest as you are building out your YouTube setup is to get extra SD cards. And SD cards can be pretty expensive, especially when you get up into the bigger ones. But I did find a 2-pack of 64 gigabyte cards for only like 25-30 bucks, which is a really great price. So if you're looking for SD cards, I will have that pack linked down below because it is amazing. And then just two more little pieces about my filming setup that I did want to show you guys. These I would definitely say are extras. You don't need them, but they're nice to have. The first one sounds kind of silly, but it actually comes in handy so much, and it is a TV dinner tray. I'll tilt you guys down so you guys can see what I mean. So when you guys see me filming, I have everything on this little TV dinner tray. It's super easy to transport, break down, and set up, but it comes in handy because I can have everything right in front of me, just underneath the camera, right in reach, and I can be a lot more efficient about anything that I'm showing you guys on camera in my video. The other nice to have is something that I would only suggest to you if you plan on doing videos with voiceovers, and that is a mic. This mic is a little bit more heavy duty. You can definitely find ones that are a lot more affordable and will work just fine, but I just feel like the sound comes out a lot more crisp when you do your voiceovers with a mic rather than just with the internal built-in computer mic. This one is a blue snowball mic, and the only reason why I really have such a sophisticated mic is because I used to have a podcast, but I've just noticed that this has really come in handy during the few times that I do have videos with VO. On this one in particular, I just really like that it can stand up on its own, and I just also really love the sound quality that comes out of it, which obviously I was gonna pick one with really good sound quality because at the time, again, I was using it for a podcast, which is obviously all audio. But this one really is a wonderful mic if you are maybe planning to do a little ASMR or something like that, and you're not yet ready to invest in a super high-end mic like a Yeti. This one is definitely a good one. I think it's about $50, which is not bad for the quality of sound that you get from this one. But anyways, that was it for my entire YouTube setup. I hope that that was helpful if you're looking into equipment or looking into starting your channel. I hope that that was entertaining if you're just watching this for fun or have been curious as to what I've been using to record my YouTube videos. Again, I do want to emphasize this camera has really been wonderful. Like I said, this is my second one. Even when I broke this one, I knew that I wasn't yet ready to replace it or upgrade it, I still wanted to stick with this camera just because it's so great for both sit down and for vlogging. So if you are a beginner YouTuber and looking to purchase anything out of all of the products that I showed, I definitely would suggest to look into this camera because it has been wonderful for being a beginner. And I do plan on, even when I do finally upgrade my camera, which is actually something that I plan on doing very soon here in the next few months, and was part of why I wanted to go ahead and record this video right now before I switch things up for you guys. I do plan on upgrading to the Sony a6400. I'm very excited about it. I'm almost there. I plan on getting it for myself when I reach 1,000 subscribers as my like congratulations to myself. I will say I was planning on upgrading sooner to the Sony a6100, but since finally tinkering around with the settings on this camera, I'm definitely more than happy to continue to film on this camera until I can really upgrade to the next one, because that a6400 is expensive. Like, it's expensive, but I'm excited for it. But even when I do get to that point, I still plan on using this camera to vlog with when I'm going somewhere where I don't want to wreck my camera, because I feel like this one is just really wonderful for your money's worth. But anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. My handles are linked down below. Leave me a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.